Hello everybody, thank you for joining us today, for joining Gennal, joining myself, the Generally Good Gamer. And today, well, some of you will probably recognise this area. We are in Redridge. We've just passed Lakeshire, you can see it. Just over there, the fog of war hasn't quite encroached that far. But we're here, and why are we here? I hear a few of you ask. Not many of you, I'm sure that some of you have worked out by now that we are heading towards Hateforge Quarry. An instance within the Turtle WoW mod. What do you call it? It's a... I can't even remember. The expansive world of Turtle WoW includes many new instances, one of which is Hateforge Quarry, and it's located in the Burning Steppes. I think the quickest way of getting there, if we haven't got the flight path in the Burning Steppes, which we don't, is through Lakeshire. Gosh, it has been quite a while since the Gennal had last stepped foot in this area. Some good memories indeed. It's been quite a long time there, and really did sort of manifest a few new frost abilities there. Had some tribulations whilst massacring the Blackrock orcs, but she managed it. She did manage it indeed. As we pass along this wasteland road, Gennal notices quests from dwarves. She doesn't like to leave them though, but you'll notice that we have a party, we have a group of brave adventurers that have formed for Hateforge Quarry, and so we don't want to leave them waiting for us. We have Blubtron. Gosh, what a great name. Moulin, I like that one, that's good. Resnier and Crowthamon. All ready for this instance. Now, Hateforge Quarry is up there. We are right on the minimum level of the range for Hateforge Quarry, but because we have two level 60s, I expect no issues. Oh my gosh, Gennal is quite worried though. Fire spells, she doesn't like those. Frost is her game. Alright, let's take this one out. Looks like we're going to have to. Oh! One frost cast and it's running away. What a cowardly little so-and-so. We head up here, maybe one of them is there. It seems like Blubtron may already be here, despite the fact I can't see him. Is he in the instance? Oh, an elite right here. Be careful, Gennal. Okay. Resnier is on the way as well. Now it's important, where is the Warlock? As one of our friends has asked for a summon, Moulin. Searing Gorge, not too far away. Let's take our first steps inside. Gennal, take a look around. What is this? Blubtron single-handedly destroying these Hateforge dwarves. Oh, I like this music as well. Oh, we may have some issues in this place. Not as a group, but Gennal may do, as he's level 53 and expect a few resists here and there. I wonder if Blubtron was simply warming up, testing his mettle, ensuring he's prepared for the onslaught. Let's try a few of our new ability. Icicles. It does feel quite nice having a ability like arcane missiles. Gennal simply won't use arcane. Nor fire if she can help it. Something about Gennal's heart, something in her past. Some might say that her heart is frozen over. Due to this, she has some sort of connection with Frost and Frost alone. Now looks at her quest log, a diary, just to ensure that she knows what she's doing here. The essence of Corrosis, apparently. And I just realised I'm not playing to the new patch. Let's get our shield up. This would be good practice for Gennal now. When we have this shield up, we increase our damage, I believe, by about 15%. So, worth always having up now. So what happened here? Oh, there seems to be some demonic magic over there. Gosh. I'm pretty sure I've seen those before, but on a much smaller scale, somewhere in the world. Talking about these purple orbs. I don't know, for some reason I'm getting Burning Crusade vibes, but I'm sure they've been all over the world. Gosh, Gennal, be careful. Don't fall off the edge. Oh, Gennal. Stuck once again. Our druid friend is somewhat impatient. Ah, the warlock has arrived. Crow them on. No mounting in here by the looks of it. An undead friend. Makes sense. Undead demons. Oh dear. Get back inside. That was a smart move there, Gennal. My finger on blink here. Gennal is ready to go. So, just to remind us all, once again, we're here because we want to make a weapon. We're making a weapon for our family of dwarves in Airy Peak. 2 sons and a mother. 2 sons attempted to make the best weapon possible, and for the mother, and now the mother has tasked us to make her own weapon. In order to do that, she needs 2 ingredients, or 2 reagents, I suppose. And one is from Corrosis, and the other one is from Landslide. So Corrosis is here, and Landslide is in Nordannar. It really does seem as though we've been the person really to go and create these weapons. Now, we didn't do the smithing, didn't do the hitting of the anvil with the hammer, but we've gone all around the world to create, or at least to collect, these items. I think that says something. And this music is truly amazing. I think really good ambience to this area. It does sound like dwarves having a nice humming session, something like that. I'd also say that this cow friend, this druid cow friend that we have, very jolly person. Seems to always be laughing. And meditation has changed as well, so we just use Kelderai meditation there for mana back. Instead of it being a channel, we now cast it. Not quite clear at the moment whether or not it returns the same amount of mana, as I can't see the tooltip here. Oh gosh. Definitely a lot going on. Let's use a flame strike there. Nice. We haven't got much mana. We're being attacked as well. We should have got our shield up. We didn't. Let's try that again. Okay, we'll do just as the cow is ordering. We'll have a drink. Still getting used to the additional button that needs pressing now. Keeping a shield up is going to take a little bit of time. And I realised as well that I think we have a new rank of Blizzard that costs more than 500 mana. So because of this, we can no longer use our Robes of Insight, which reduces the cost of your next spell cast within 10 seconds by 500 when we're at low mana. So we'll have to remember that. Oh gosh. Another waste there. We'll try our best. So it seems as though we definitely increase our damage by about 15%, which is from high 90s to 110 there, so definitely worth remembering to keep up our ice barrier. Flame strike into Blizzard. AF will be proud. AF being one of my most loyal commenters. Oh, 4 of portals. Very nice. I was going to say viewers there, loyal viewers, but I realise there are many of you that actually watch but don't comment too much. And which I really appreciate as well. And I'm one of those people. You know, I'm not really a very vocal viewer of YouTube videos. But it really does make my day quite often when I see people messaging me in game chat. And yeah, I just love to see that. So Blubtron is asking if people are fun in this world. I wonder where he's come from. What distant land has he emigrated from? Northern, perhaps. Now I'm just ensuring that everyone will allow Gennal to kill the slimy mob. Now I know that some people may not want to, as it's a bit out of the way from the other bosses. Corrosis, just to show you, is down here, and there are 2 other bosses on the upper platform. And I believe that Corrosis is an optional boss. It only really used to drop green items. And so some people I think normally do skip it. But not this group, not today. One of the issues as well with being in a group with high levels in is if you are wholly reliant on mana, making sure you're ready for each group can be a challenge. Yeah, I don't really know any of the backstory to this area, having not quested through it. I'm coming in here rather blind. Oh, here we go. Our heroes are attempting a big pull. Well, our warlock has been truly destroyed. Go for some more fire here, despite the fact Gennal there's an aversion to it. too bad. A bit of damage here and there. Actually, I think we did do a significant portion of that damage. So I wonder who these dwarves are. Do we have the Dwarves of Airy Peak? And just to ensure I remember, the Airy Peak dwarves are called the Wildhammer. We have those of Ironforge. I cannot remember their name. But there are obviously various clans of dwarves. Which are these? Anyone know? Gosh, why is he pulling out? Oh my gosh, that was... Gennal attempted a Frost Nova there. It may have been resisted by the majority, or perhaps it was just too late. Unsure how he pulled though, but it may have been... Yeah, it was an interesting one. The pally moved for some reason. Oh well. Thank you, Blubtron.
Bless your name.
Bless your name indeed. Let's give him a few more seconds for aggro this time. I think there often comes a stage during a dungeon where, well, at least for me, I begin to take things for granted. Things are going smoothly. I often believe the rest will go smoothly as well. But we have made some bigger pulls here. I suppose the pally is being a little bit more conservative. Oh my gosh, what happened there? Okay, we're going to get some distance again here. Make sure we're nice and safe. Restart. Flame strike into Blizzard. Oh, the Druid has something to say again. Let's watch and find out what he has to say. Seems to have many opinions. We'll take a potion here. Gennal, your shield. That's okay. Practice makes perfect. Just watching around for ads. We are quite low level here. There is one there, the chemist. I was looking over his shoulder, nothing from behind. Okay, low on mana again. Let's meditate. Interesting orb over there. Quite a difference to the purple. Having the white here as well. Perhaps that one is yet to be corrupted. Shield needs to be up. So my impressions of this dungeon so far are that I don't like it as much as some of their other new dungeons. I think I preferred Gilnear City, and one that I didn't ever show on camera, but I only did it, I have done it on another character many times, is Crescent Grove. And that's a dungeon I am very familiar with and I absolutely adore. They did an incredible job with that one. It's an all-outdoor sort of instance, and really is just an epic experience. There's a lot of it where I think it's very conducive actually to something like speedrunning. It's an odd thing to say, but there are many mobs in there, many of which you just don't need to take out. And so you can pick and choose your route. Very much like this one in that you can pick and choose the routes, but being all outdoors has a much grander sense of scale. Whereas this one is more, although you can choose which boss you go to, it seems to be slightly more, let's say there's a path to the choice. So you can either take path A or path B, or path C I think in this one really. Whereas it's an open playing field, St. Grove. So yes, you know, it is reminiscent of Searing Gorge when I used to play, or have played in Searing Gorge. Some of those quests there inside of the gorge, yeah, very much looks like this, but I don't think I'm a huge fan of the aesthetic. I mean, I can see bits of BRD here as well. All seems to make sense. They're all the same sort of area. All have dwarves inside them, I suppose. Oh, our hero wants to big pull again. Apparently Moulin doesn't care. Glad to know that. lovely numbers there. I do wish that we could crit with our AoE damage. Ah, Mulan was apparently scared. Or slightly bad. Or my assumption that Mulan simply didn't care. Perhaps they were saying, I don't know, but they didn't know how to spell no. And they spell it with a C. Level 57, Gennal, be careful.
You have been the ones that raised the alarm. You shall meet your demise within this cave.
What are these monstrosities? Old god minions, for sure. Ah, okay, so we have to switch target. I see. Well done, Gennal. You latched onto that quickly. They are immune. Ah, to shadow perhaps. I see. Must be a pain for a scary warlock. Mana is low. Oh, we should have used our shield again. We'll get there eventually. Well, a fair few resists here. Nice. What did we get? Fashion coin, fantastic. We should need that, of course. Cuffs of Dawn, we don't need that, we'll agreed.
I don't see enough of you busy out there. We don't have a lot.
And for this one here, well, that's nature spell, so not very good for us again, and we'll need the fashion coin. Gennal has passed. Is extremely... calls out extremely for the fashion coin there. Extremely calls out extremely? What is that phrase? She was once a model. And she really hasn't had a nice fit for a while now. Let's get behind here. It seems like we're pulled a few extra. Once again, no shield. That's okay. And we'll get there. Oh gosh. I think with a few more fashion coins under Gennal's belt or in her bags, we'll soon be able to make any outfit she wants. Outfits to envy even the most fashionable high elf. think something's going on here. What? It bugged? I will be TP to Orgrimmar. Effing server. What you mean? I will effing call the GMs. What happened, lol? Look at me. I will be Huh? That is weird. What happened there? Let's see if we can get something out of him by asking what happened, seeing as everyone else asked and he didn't really give a response. That explained anything. I'm sure we'll have better luck. How weird. Game just said I was not in the same instance with you guys, so we're one player down. One hero down. Hopefully he does call 1-800-GM and get some sort of reply. Man, it really is an issue at the moment. Ah, what a nice thing for Moulin to say. I haven't heard him express feelings of empathy even once. It's normally just feelings of ridicule that I get from Moulin. Ridicule and contempt. Those are the two feelings that I sort of get most from this character. Hope that came across as genuine, me typing sad. Oh gosh, we have a nasty dwarf here. Beating on Gennal, but she managed to dodge and duck away. Two of beasts, another. Wow. Rolling for the chest. Ah. Gennal, why did you not use your lucky dice, your mage lucky dice?
Unidentified intruders. Defensive measures engaged.
Another riveting battle here. Will it resist? Will it not? Well, no hunter here, so I'd bit of a waste that item. Okay, so next boss I think should be ours. Corrosive. Or Corrosis. Once again, no idea about the lore behind this guy. Perhaps they infiltrated or they took over this cavern as their home. Oh crap. God. That was a close one. Gennal. Be careful. Yeah, perhaps they took over this quarry, this area, and slumbering in its depths perhaps was Corrosis there. Deep inside. Looks like we'll be heading down here, perhaps, or... I think there's another way down. I'm going to tell them to come over here, because I think this is an easier way to the boss. Well, not quite where I was directing, but that's okay.
Shadow Forest shall reward us all for our work here in the quarry.
Well, straight into the fray again. No time to rest and recuperate. That's what I'd like to see. Not. Gennal checks over his shoulder to ensure there's no patrol missed. They followed. There was always the risk there. I wasn't sure if they would follow Gennal, but thankfully they did. Wow, immune. Gennal. What are we going to do? Okay, let's do this. Let's get out our book and let's attempt to cast some fireballs. Ah, Gennal is struggling with this ball. Really struggling. Oh, she's managed to cast 2 so far. Not finding it as bad as she thought. Despite her affinity for frost, it hasn't negated her fire spells as she thought it would do. Interesting. She'll have to think into this more in the future. And our warlock friend has appeared. Essence of Corrosis. There we are. Success. We have the item that we needed. Now, can we get our way up here? Yes, we can. Does this go anywhere? I think it might. I'm trying to tell our friends to come up here. Look at me acting all pro, as though I know what's going on. yes, Gennal's going to have to dwell a little bit further on the fact that actually she was able to cast some abilities that she previously thought were beyond her. Apparently our druid friend may need to go on a diet as well. I'm not sure why they told us that they're too fat, but interesting. Oh, that's interesting. So a GM helped our warlock friend throw them on back into the instance. Another instance of this server being fantastic. That was the word I wanted right at the beginning. Turtle WoW mod, whatever else. No, Turtle WoW server. Private server. I don't think I'm technically stupid, but occasionally I act as though I am. Okay. Up the hill and to the east. I believe it's towards that tower that we're headed. Get a little look around. So this is definitely a quarry filled with dwarven work. Lots of scaffolding holding the rock sides up, I suppose? Preventing rock slides? Something like that, I'm not sure. I think big pools will be fine here. Oh, we've got a few behind, let's be careful. Craftsman wants a piece of the action. Yeah, let's get away. We managed to just about get away. Not much we can do this turn around. Oh, Labrum of Rumination. That rings a bell from a long time ago. Is it something to do with the Ravenhold, or is it the Diamond thing? Really not sure. Okay, another big pull coming from our #1 hero, Blubtron. He's running. Oh god, he's running. Got our shield up. Shield is up. Big numbers. Big numbers. Our Warlock is not doing... Oh, it's right. He was kept up by our friend Moulin. Wow. We didn't run out of mana. High Foreman Bargul Blackhammer yells, Shadowforge shall reward us all for our work here in the quarry. Who are the Shadowforge? The Shadowforge dwarves? I believe so. Not entirely sure. Jen will have to do more exploring in this area. Talk to a few more people. Ask a couple of questions of the locals. Not even time for a quick meditation there, Blubtron. You know who would love to be here right now, involving themselves in these hard-fought battles? Isabel. Come on out, Isabel. View the spectacle that your mother is partaking in. Oh, she's loving it. Got a good view there. Absolutely loving it. Oh, that's very nice. I like that equip. Give 7 additional strength to party members within 35 yards. That's very cool. I have never seen an item with that sort of bonus. Very neat. What is this? Did we just take that? Were we supposed to roll on it? Anyway, it seems like we won something without rolling. Perhaps we can give it to someone else if they want it. Unsure. We may have just accidentally ninja'd that. Advanced gemology, how cool. So jewel crafting, I believe, is a new profession that was brought in this patch 1.17.2. But let's just hope that everyone thinks that we're level 300 jewel crafting. Over to you, Blubtron. Across the bridge we go, fighting on the bridge. I've always thought that fighting on bridges is exceptionally cool. There's something about it, holding the bridge, making a last stand perhaps, it being a strategic position, something like that. Always found it very, very cool. Ah, another jewel crafting recipe. That's pretty cool. So we're going to see a lot more of these now, I'd reckon. Well, once again, we weren't allowed any time to recuperate, to get our mana back up. Okay, another group with no mana. That's okay. Well, we can be carried. Don't watch, Isabel. Don't watch your mother struggle. Maintain something like mana. Well, we have nothing. There we go. There's one spell. General, you're in the thick of it. Let's get out of here a bit. The noise is hurting your ears too. The noise and the colour. It's quite funny. I sometimes get the impression that these people... Well, I sometimes expect that everyone apart from me should know everything about this game already. Seeing as it's been out, not Turtle WoW, but just Classic WoW generally, has been out for a very long time. And yet we have two people here that don't know what Librams are for. Three, in fact, I think. And, I mean, that just surprises me. I have some sort of recollection of them existing, and I think that anyone can use them, and they give maybe some sort of reward or buff, maybe reputation or something like that. But it's not like I have never seen them before. But I get the impression that some of these people have literally never seen these before. And if that's the case, then that's interesting. But also, in the comments, please do let me know what they do. I can't remember, and it's I'm not going to look it up. But I would like to know, because it will bring back some nostalgia, I'm sure. Oh, we have a loose one. I think a survey or something more quantitative about people's roots into Turtle WoW would be interesting. It still surprises me that you get people that didn't ever play Classic WoW or the original vanilla WoW playing Turtle WoW. Like, why are they? Like, where did they hear about this? Why are they here? I thought this was a solved game. Clearly not anymore with the class changes, but in terms of the majority of things, items for example, and quests, I thought that was quite solved. I feel just a little bit too close. I'm going to back away. That's it, Gennal. Cool down. Frost from those non-existing... Oh, there are a few clouds there, I suppose. Ooh, nice headpiece. I guess we just killed the boss without me realizing. Engineer Figgles, you foolish outsiders. You're not supposed to be here interrupting my great work. Broody, get them, destroy them. Oh, it's BOE as well. Pretty cool. Decoy Dragonling, pretty cool. I suppose it's similar to the engineering one. And a engineering mace. Interesting. Well, you don't need either of those. And I suppose that's all. We have completed Hateforge Quarry. We have the first part of the quest complete for Why Not Both. I think that's a successful run. We will have to say goodbye to our hero friends. They're eager to kill more dwarves, but Gennal, alas, has killed enough dwarves for one day. It's hard enough killing Hordes. An ostensibly ally race, killing those, very challenging. Let's tell our friends goodbye. Goodbye, friends. That's enough for me for now. And goodbye to all of you. Thank you once again for joining myself and Gennal and now Isabel. We've had a wondrous day. Well, not really. We've had a chaotic day killing dwarves in Hateforge Quarry. But thank you for joining us during this slaughter. And until next time, we will see you then. Goodbye.